Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Naomi and I like to do art and I like to do fitness. I'm a professional in neither of them. Now, as promised, once I got 10,000 subscribers, I said I was going to do an intro video. And kind of what happened is, by the time I actually got a chance to record this video, I now have 17,000 subscribers. By the time this drops, I may very well have 20,000 subscribers. So thank you in advance for that. That is amazing. Anyways, the way that I gathered all of these questions that you guys asked about me was for my latest reels. I pinned to the top, I said, hey, I'm gonna be making an intro video. Any questions you have, reply to this comment and ask. And about 5% of you guys actually followed directions. The rest had art requests. But anyways, let's get started with these questions. First one is, where am I from? I'm from Florida. I did live in Massachusetts and Boston for like 3 years of my life, but that was 1st to 3rd grade and does not really count. That does mean I'm extremely happy with the turnout of the NBA season this year. Anyways, I'm from Florida, and not like that vacation Florida, but like that North Florida that's kind of like Georgia. I'm from that. So some of these next few questions are like all questions that I can kind of group together and do it in a segment we're gonna call Naomi Lore, where you learn a bit about my past, because I actually have a pretty interesting life. It was like a living sitcom. I had 6 younger siblings. I was homeschooled. So like, obviously that's Naomi Lore, right? So this one kind of talks about how long it takes to get that crazy physique, and what's my workout routine, what's my gym journey. So all that's gonna be answered in this section. Basically, first off, I will not be dropping my workout routine. Not because I believe in gatekeeping, but because I'm not a professional, I'm still learning. And I feel like dropping my workout routine would literally be like teaching a toddler to draw and trying to teach them how to paint an entire Leonardo da Vinci painting. Like, just skipping over the basics and doing that thing, and that's not healthy. I have a background in gymnastics. I did gymnastics for like 10 years of my life, and then I did track for 3 and dance for 2. I was pretty athletic, and so a huge reason that I look the way I do is mainly from gymnastics. And I think that that is really important when I tell people about my workout routine, because based off of how your childhood was, it can really affect your metabolism and how you're working out now later on in life. I'm not saying that you can't get to where I am. I'm just saying people that were really athletic sometimes do have a little bit of a head start, and that's not to bring down other people. It's just the honest truth. And our bodies are all different. So a workout routine for me may not work out for y'all. So yeah. But anyways, that's kind of how I feel about that. I will drop more fitness tips and stuff later on, but I'm just a little uncomfortable dropping my workout routine and everything because I'm not a professional and I don't want to misinform people. So the next few questions are about my art journey. So we're going to be talking about that now. So what inspires me to draw? Well, I would say that drawing for me is very much a coping mechanism, which is why it's so hard for me to follow trends and stuff. So it is a very emotional thing for me, but things that do inspire me to draw, especially when I do happen to be going through art block, are anime shows that I really like, or just like shows in general. Interestingly, The Boys inspire me to draw, and we're not going to talk about why. I also really like looking at comics and things like that to draw, manga that I like, and some Pinterest stuff. So yeah, those are things that inspire me to draw. How long have I been drawing? I've been drawing for about 20 years, give or take. I'll be 20 in September. I'm self-taught, I'm not a professional. This is purely for fun, and I just got good at it. So these next few questions are just kind of like one-off questions. Feel free to stay and watch. But anyways, let's get started. Talk about your music taste. Interestingly enough, I pretty much like all music. I used to say like everything but country, but I can't disrespect Dolly Parton like that. I really like hip hop and rap, but unfortunately, that's just not really a genre that has a ton of uplifting music all the time. Like, there are some standouts, you know, there is Christian rap, and there's people like, I feel Kendrick Lamar and some of J. Cole's stuff is pretty uplifting. But a lot of the type of stuff I like trap and drill rap, just isn't extremely healthy for my head right now. So I like it, it's not really good for me. So I actually been getting into rock. My friend says I have dad rock taste, so I'm gonna let you interpret that. And funk and older music, like 80s music. I really like George Benson. I also like a lot of classical music, especially when I'm writing. I find it very hard to write with people singing in the background. So a lot of wordless music has been helpful. There's this one piece I love called Jupiter by Gustav Holst. That is a masterpiece. That entire piece of music, it's called The Planets by Gustav Holst. That is amazing. But in general, I really like that piece of music. So that's pretty much my music taste. I'm not really against anything. I'd only say I can't really listen to death metal. Like, it doesn't scratch my brain in a way that feels good. But I mean, give me a good death metal song. Maybe I'll try it. Next question. Do I like furries? Not the weird romantic ones, but the nice ones. I'll tell you, I've met some chill furries. And I've met some furries that I don't want to be around. I feel like with every group that exists, except for like extreme hate groups that should fall off the edge of the Grand Canyon. Most of them have good people and most of them have bad people. So I have some furry friends and mutuals that I think are cool. I'm not a furry. The ones that I think are cool, I do like. I have even dabbled in furry art a bit. There's a story behind that and it's very funny and I will tell it another time. But in general, yeah, I'm pretty chill with them. I mean, as long as they're not doing anything crazy, I don't care. They're cool. I like them. They make great art and the costumes take a lot of work. I like to see all the personas. Yeah, in general, I think they're cool. Just maybe not the like really weird ones. But like I said, it's like taking different groups of people. Let's take black people because I'm black. There's cool black people and there is weird black people. And it's not even because they're black, it's because they're weird. So yeah, that's what I would say. Next question, what do I draw on? So I draw on an iPad Pro. This is what I have. Now I got it kind of as a graduation present when I graduated from high school. My dad got it for me. I love my dad. He's amazing. I also use like pens and paper. When it comes to like traditional art, which for those of you who don't know, that is just art that's on paper and you use paint or canvas, things that are not digital. That's what traditional art is. I just use pencil and paper, a kneadable eraser, anything you can find at Michael's, or Hobby Lobby, whatever your local art store is. Mainly, I really just go to Walmart and Target and hope for the best about what I find. Or maybe like Barnes & Noble because they have really nice sketchbooks. Nothing special. I'll have more in-depth stuff on my drawing process a bit later on. But when it comes to my iPad, I use Procreate. That's all I use. I'll be talking more about it later, don't worry. Okay, this next question segues actually pretty well into my next one. Do I have tons of OCs? Yes I do. I have over 50 that are literally just primary and secondary characters. That doesn't even count for tertiary characters. I have a lot. And when I'm ready to talk more about my stories and the setting and everything like that, you'll see why there's so many because of the way I set it up. But yes, I do have a lot of OCs. And for people that don't know what OCs are, it just means original characters. Am I a Christian? Yes, I am. Let me preface. I feel like with the rise of social media, pretty much any group has been caricatured into something that it's not. And Christians are one of those people. You'll see people on Instagram being literally so mean and saying the most heinous things in comment sections. And then you'll see that they have God first in their bio. And I just hate that. I promise all of us are not like that. I consider myself to be pretty chill. I just don't really feel like forcing it down people's throats is the right way. If people ask, I will answer. And that is my answer. But yeah, I'm a Christian. You know, Jesus died on the cross. Amen. What is my favorite video game, show, or piece of media? Okay, I don't really game, so my answer to this is going to piss a lot of you off. I like GTA and I like Call of Duty. I got to pew people, YouTube guidelines. It's just fun to me. I get to pew people, no repercussions. You know, it's fun. Those are like the only two games I really play. Show. Okay, I have a lot of shows I like. My taste is so bad. Like, I really like Suits from Netflix. I really like Breaking Bad. I really like Lupin. It's with the black actor, not the movie. I also really like The Boys. And anime is just a whole other subject genre I'm gonna have to get into. I'll answer that in another question. Anime is special. I really like DC shows too. And piece of media, I'm guessing they mean like movies or things like that. Spider-Verse movies. Oh, and Wallace and Gromit. I love Wallace and Gromit. or like Aardman, that whole animation. Like, I don't know, I really like Wallace and Gromit. I just find it so wholesome. And Shaun the Sheep, I could watch those on repeat all the time, which is funny because apparently a lot of my friends had nightmares from the Curse of the Were-Rabbit movie. I don't know, I thought it was funny. Next question. Oh, I also forgot to mention, I really like Pixar, the older ones, and the Iron Giant. I like those too. I tend to like kids movies a lot. Like, I love Marvel movies, they're great, but kids movies, especially movies that are made for adults that kids can watch, those are kind of like my favorite types of media. Who is your favorite character, or what is your favorite anime? I have a lot of animes that I like. My first one I ever watched was Beastars. And no, it's not because I'm a furry. It's literally just because it looked like Zootopia and it was described as a more mature Zootopia to me. And I like Zootopia. So I watched it. And then that's kind of how I got into anime. And that was all the way back in 2022. Next ones I really like Blue Lock. I really like Hajime no Ippo. I don't know. It's the boxing anime. I'm very bad at pronunciation. I apologize. I'm not trying to be. I like Death Note. I like Jujutsu Kaisen. I haven't watched some of like the main animes quite yet. I'm still working on them. I will not watch One Piece. Don't fight me on that. Do you really want to fight me? But don't fight me on that. I've seen a lot more, but those are definitely like up there. I really like sports animes a lot. Oh, I love Kengan Ashura. I love Omoto Definitely was my first anime crush. But that's another conversation for another time. Okay, so the next question is like a great ending question. What inspired you to start art and being a content creator? And what's the most annoying situation you've run into while drawing? Well, I can answer that second part right now. When people ask me for free art, that pisses me the heck off. Cause what do you mean free art? It is work, it takes time. And if it didn't take time, if it didn't take work, you do it yourself. Why are you asking me for it? It's labor. Obviously, I'm going to charge you. The heck is wrong with you? And that is it. Those are the most annoying things that have come from my art. I'm really passionate about that. Anyways, let's do this next part of the question. What inspired me to start in art and being a content creator? Okay, there is a lot of what we're gonna call Naomi lore behind this. So, speed run, here we go. I first started posting art summer of 2022. That's when I graduated high school. I decided to make a public art account. I got permission from my parents. I started posting. Only got about 400 followers. Right at the end of summer, I got hacked, got discouraged, decided not to post my art anymore. I go into my first college year and I'm pretty chill. My friends notice I like to work out, tell me I should make a fitness account. So I make a fitness account on TikTok. Winter break happens, blah, blah, blah. Everything's fine, nothing major. I get like 1,000 followers. Then come 2023. So I started going live and getting like subscribers by the thousands every time I went live. And by the end of 2023, the spring semester, I had about 20,000 subscribers on TikTok. I made a separate art account so for a while, my content was separated, my fitness and art. I didn't think to combine it. So we're getting to the exciting part because there's so much lore you guys don't know because you're my YouTube crowd. I'm new to you guys. So summer comes, I post this one thing to my art TikTok talking about how I like to draw buff characters. People say they're unrealistic. I'm like, well, they're based off me. I flex in the camera. It did okay. Then I made a new art account on Instagram because remember my old one got hacked. And I posted that one video. When I tell you that thing went so viral, it ended up getting 3 million views, which is good. Then I also posted Spider Noir, and that was around the time that Spider-Verse came out, and I drew him like a twink, I think. It was an accident. I didn't mean to make him look like that. If you see my drawings, you know what I mean. And people like that a lot, so those two kind of worked together to make me go viral. People noticed I was buff, and so they asked for, you know, art and fitness content, and so that's what I started doing. And I just kind of fed off of that virality and kept going. And like the rest of 2023, before the summer ended, I had over 100,000 subscribers. It was like crazy. And by the time I ended, I had about 160,000. Then I stopped posting to focus on school for 2024 in the spring. And I was also posting a little bit to my YouTube. I made my YouTube in August. And I would just repost some of my reels here and there. I didn't really care, to be honest. And my YouTube didn't really take off. Then I took a break in 2024, which halted everything. I lost like 5,000 subscribers from my Instagram because Instagram just punishes you when you stop posting. Same with TikTok. And YouTube did not care. Y'all just stayed. So thanks. Summer of 2024, I've started posting again, and y'all seem to really like me using myself to draw popular characters, and that seemed to work in my favor very well, and that's kind of how I blew up, and that's where I am today. So if you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be doing more tutorials and things like that, draw with me's in the future. I'm not necessarily going to do as much fitness content yet until I'm a little more confident in my understanding of the body and how it works. But thank you so much. I will see you in the next video.